Alright, I'm trying to go live. This is my third attempt at going live to do this. My third attempt. I did it. Let me get my mic. Right? I did it already. I did it, and when I listened, um, when I re-listened, the audio was going in and out. I'm like, all right, no problem. And then I said, all right, let me do it again. Let me do it again. All right. And I did it again. And when I was about 9 minutes in, it says reconnecting. Like, can you believe it? And now I am here again. I said to myself I wasn't going to come back a third time because I did this Q&A live two times. This would be the third time I did it. I started out this morning in my car, and then I am here, right? So let's do this again. Hey guys, if you're just jumping on, if it is that you're watching it on the replay, go ahead, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share this channel, right? Why should you? All right, my name is Melissa, and I am the face behind Pressure Proof Leadership here on YouTube. It's a small YouTube channel for now, but this is a space, a well curated space for mid-level managers, supervisors, team managers, project managers, those managers that are leading teams. So I am here to help you figure it out, right? Help you know that you're not alone. You're not the only one in the room. There's nothing wrong with you. Help you know that there is a leadership gap, right? And while it is that your organization may do a lot, your organization may be supporting you in different ways, your organization may be doing trainings, but there are times that you just feel as a leader, as a manager, as a middle manager, that you're absorbing pressure. You're absorbing pressure from those that are below you. You're trying to protect your team and you're trying to keep them safe, but then there's no one really keeping you safe, right? So let's go ahead and talk. So I have some questions here. You see me looking at my phone, right? So I have some questions here. If you have questions, then you can put them in the chat. This is a Q&A, but I didn't know who is going to jump on, right? I don't know who's that person that's liking the live, but thank you. This is my third time doing this live. Third time. And I'm like, I just want to do a live for 10 minutes, right? So here goes. What's the first question that I have? If you have a question, you can put it in the chat and we can talk about it, right? So my first question is, how do I give critical feedback to someone on my team without damaging the relationship? Now, here's the truth. Most people don't really want to hear this. However, if you avoid the conversation, if it is that you're more worried about the relationship than you are about correcting the behavior and the growth of the individual, then you're doing it wrong. If you care about the growth of the individual, any at all, then you'll go ahead and have that difficult conversation. You won't avoid it. Because when you give feedback, it is saying to somebody that you care. However, there's a strategy. You want to start the conversation by sharing your intention and not from a place of disappointment. You want to come from a place of respect. Let them know that you respect them, Let them know that it is the behavior. I talk about the behavior. Leave out the you. It's not them, right? It is the behavior that you're going to need to talk about, right? So that is the reason. Okay. So that is how you want to do it. You don't want to go from a place of disappointment either. You want to lead with respect and not disappointment. Now there's a line that I have here that says, I'm bringing this to you because I respect you enough not to let it go unaddressed. Imagine your manager says that to you. I'm bringing this to you because I respect you enough to not allow this behavior to continue, to not allow this behavior to go unaddressed. But I want to make sure that I help you. It's not about the person. It's really about the behavior that you want to correct, right? So don't try to avoid it. You want to make sure that you are addressing it, but address it with strategy, right? All right, here goes the next question, because I'm not seeing any question in the chat, so I'm just gonna talk about what I have prepared. If it is, let me see what other question I have. All right, the next one is, how do I push back on my boss when they're asking for something unrealistic without sounding like I am complaining? Ooh, that is a tricky one, because there are times that as a mid-level manager, it's later on that you find out how senior leaders really think, how it is that they absorb information. You want to make sure that when you bring projects, when you bring what we call solutions, when we bring uh, anything to our managers, we're not just bringing it from a place of emotions. When we're listening to what our managers say, we're not listening from a place of just emotions, but we're listening to understand. So oftentimes, don't think about pushing back. Think about, how do I improve myself so that when I share feedback with my manager, then they are more receptive to listening to that feedback, and then you get a favorable response, right? Now, it may sound like, you want to push back, but in essence, it's not about pushing back. It is, how do I improve my problem solving skills, right? How do I improve my listening skills? How do I improve my communication skills? Because at different levels, they think differently, they absorb information differently, and they communicate differently. So don't think about pushing back on your boss, but think about, how can I elevate my communication so that I can let him know that whatever you're asking me for is unrealistic without sounding like that. Right? Check, check, mic. All right, so my next question. How do I stop taking work home with me mentally when my team is struggling? This is a good one, because when your team is struggling, you feel as though you are the one that is struggling. When your team is struggling, you can't even eat dinner. When your team is struggling, you don't want to be with your family, you don't want to be with your friends. You're absorbed, you are caught up, you are in your head. You are replaying conversations every single day, every single minute of the day. You start thinking, what is wrong with me? But there's nothing wrong with you, right? If it is that you want to stop bringing home work, I created a guide for this. When it is that your team is struggling and you absorb it mentally, emotionally, even physically, there is a name for it, and I created a guide. And this is one of the signs that leadership pressure has become personal. In my free guide, which I'm going to put in the comments, and the link is also in the description, the link is in my bio, where you can go ahead and grab the free guide. It's 5 signs that leadership pressure has become personal, and not just the 5 signs, but what you can do about each of them. So you can go to the link in my bio and grab that free guide so that you can understand how it is that you can go home, you can leave work at work, even when your team is struggling. And when your team is not struggling, you don't feel as though something is wrong with you, right? You are you are not responsible for your team. No, you're not. You're accountable. You're responsible for the actions, you're responsible for the results, but you're also responsible for the strategies. And you don't want to reach a place where you no longer enjoy your team. And that's one of the signs as well. Another sign that I have in this free guide is when you no longer enjoy your team. The team that, normally you would want to go to dinner with them, the team that you normally want to sit down and talk, you want to coach them consistently. No, you don't even want to talk to them, right? Because you got promoted, and the people that you used to vent to, no reports to you. Who do you vent to? You can't vent to your peers anymore. No, you just get this new promotion, and those that would normally be your leaders, you are now peers with them, and you're new, you feel cute, you don't want to go and vent to them, right? And you can't vent to your boss because you don't want to seem incompetent. Guess what? You need to go to the link in my bio. You need to grab that free guide, because I share tips, tools, strategies of how you can, I wouldn't want to say overcome, not really overcome, but what it is that there are strategy and structures, because you don't just overcome it in a day. No, you don't. You don't just overcome it in 1 minute at all. There are things that you do. There's a structure I'm looking for. If I can find something to share, but yeah, but there's a structure and there's a guide. I want you to go right to the link in my bio and grab it, or you can go to www.leadwithmelissa.com, go to the work with me tab. You'll see a toolkit that is also there. That's for $19.99. So if the free guide is not something that you're interested in, but you want additional, you don't want another layer, you can go ahead and grab the Pressure Proof Managers Toolkit. It's for $19.99 and it's on my website, right? If it is that, anything when it comes to pressure and leading under pressure, leading through pressure, if any of that is familiar to you, if it resonates with you, I really want you to grab that guide so that you understand that nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. Nobody is coming to save you. And there's a tagline that I have, and I'm using it. Pressure, let me get my mic. Pressure is a part of the job, but suffering through it isn't. Yeah, let me say that again. Pressure is a part of the job, but suffering through it is not. So you need help, you need support, right? And if it is that you're watching and you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend that, oh, I found a up and coming, right, leadership coach on YouTube that is focused on middle managers who are leading under pressure, and I want you to go ahead and follow her, right? So let me see what else I have here. All right, so I want you to go ahead and subscribe. Not just because the algorithm dropped this on your page, but because but first, before you subscribe, I want you to go to my other content. I want you to go to my other content, and I want you to review my content, get the value each week. I share more shorts than long form videos, but I'm gonna be sharing more long form videos at least once per week, or let me say at least 3 times for the month. I share a long form video that should add value, right? And I want you to go ahead and, yeah, I'm putting up my mic. I want you to go ahead and review my videos, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. In addition to that, I want you to know that leading under pressure is not unique to you. Struggling through pressure, not unique to you. However, as a mid-level manager, sometimes you feel as though you have to do it on your own, or you don't want anyone to feel as though you didn't deserve the promotion. You were good at what you were doing before. You were doing a stellar job, and now that you're promoted, it's a different playing field that you're in, and nobody prepared you for this. Nobody prepared you for what would come next. I want you to truly stick and stay on this channel, because we're going to be blowing up, right? We're going to be blowing up. We're going to be getting better. And I want you to stick and stay on this channel, because you need a platform. You need a space where it is that you're safe, that you can get the language. You can get language that you can put to whatever it is that you're experiencing right now. And that's why that free guide is truly a first step to understanding that you are not alone. So I want you to really go to the link in my bio. Go to www.leadwithmelissa.com and grab that free guide. So you have options. You can go to it's 3 W's, right? www.leadwithmelissa.com and grab the free guide, or you can go to the description. You can go to a link in my bio, grab the free guide, and start there. And if it is, you go to my website and you just want to send me a message, you can go to the contact page and send me a message, and I would love to hear from you. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead, click that subscribe button, because pressure is a part of the job. Suffering through it isn't. You are not alone. All right? So we will talk soon. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, there's one question here and that I didn't answer. I'm going to make a video for this one. The question I had here was, how do I lead a team when I don't feel confident as a leader? You are just promoted. Confidence comes over time. It's the actions that you take every single day. It's investing in yourself every single day. It is the confidence comes when you invest in yourself outside of what your organization does. It is showing up for yourself every single day, right? So you don't wait until you're feeling confident. No, imposter syndrome will come. Don't wait until you're feeling confident. Take action. Reach out for help. Reach out for support. All right, I'm going to end there. Thank you so much. I am not seeing any questions, but thank you for sticking. Thank you for staying. Thank you for jumping in, for those that jump in, and have yourself an amazing rest of the day. Talk soon. Bye-bye.